Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Zeez. On today's episode, we are turning these ingredients into this fish curry. It is a super quick, super easy, and super simple recipe. So if you are interested, keep on watching. As usual, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment and like on this video. So we are jumping straight into it today with 600 grams of tomatoes, which we are just going to chop up. I'm just going to fast forward through this part because I've chopped tomatoes on this channel many times. So this is actually my mom's version of fish curry, and as with any cuisine on the planet, there is quite a few ways to make one dish, and this is just our way of making it. So when we are done with chopping it, we are just going to whack it into the blender along with a dessert spoon of ground cumin. That second dessert spoon is not supposed to go in. I made a mistake. As well as a dessert spoon of chili powder, and not a second dessert spoon of chili powder, Aziza, and a dessert spoon of tumeric as well. I forgot to add oil to my pot, so I just added a bit of canola oil to my pot and let it heat up. And I realize now my stove isn't actually on in the video. I added roughly about a handful of coriander and 6 tablespoons of desiccated coconut as well as a dessert spoon of crushed garlic, and roughly 2 mugs of water just to get it to the 500 ml mark on the blender. Then we just put the blender on high and gave it a nice blend until it was smooth like this. To our oil, we are just going to break off a few leaves of curry leaves, yeah. So I initially just wanted to throw in the whole sprig, and then my mom said no, because apparently throwing in the sprig interferes with the recipe. I don't know how. And we are also adding kokum, which is a Southeast Asian fruit that is used in a lot of Southeast Asian cooking. If you can't find it, you can always use tamarin or any tangy alternative. Next, we are going to add in roughly half a green pepper chopped. This is frozen green pepper. My mom likes to pre-prep a lot of her veggies and just keep it in the freezer for easy use. After we throw in our green peppers, we are just going to throw in our curry sauce as well. What I like to do is just throw a little bit of water into the blender to get all that residue off, because we don't want to waste anything, and just add that to the pot as well. I just want to stop here quickly. This is one of the only times I notice that I actually throw normal table salt into my food on this channel. I threw in roughly about 2 teaspoons of salt, and I didn't use any mixed spices, so I needed a little bit of salt in my food. Don't forget, maximum salt intake for the day should always be below a teaspoon of salt. We are going to cover that, let it cook for 10 minutes. Open it up, give it a nice stir around the edges, make sure everything is mixed through, and then add our fish. I'm using a white fish. You can use any type of fish that you like. Just make sure that it doesn't flake too much, because you are going to cook it in the curry sauce for about 15 minutes. So I'm just basically going to make sure it's completely covered in our curry and then just cover it up. I didn't check the amount of fish that I'm using, but it's roughly about 500 to a kilogram of fish. After 15 minutes, it's done, and you are just going to top it off with some fresh coriander. I always thought fresh coriander was just for show until I started living alone and didn't have fresh coriander with me at all times, and realized it actually makes a difference to the flavor. As I said before, there are many ways of making fish curry, so there are also many ways of serving it. I enjoy serving it with some dal and some rice, and that's basically it. Let me know if you try this recipe, let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any other ways of making fish curry. I know some people throw in a bit of more tomato, other people throw in a bit of ginger, other people use coconut milk. Like I said before, there's many ways of doing this. Thanks for watching, guys.